Sublimation Beginner Series. Today's video is going to be a comparison in between the 8550 and the 2803. Both of these are regular printers, but I converted them using Sublimation ink to turn them into Sublimation printers. So when I first started Sublimation, I had the small printer. I didn't have a large format printer until I want to say year 3. I love both of these printers for different things, of course. My 2803 I use mainly to make cup wraps, and my larger 8550 I use it to make t-shirt transfers and blanket transfers. Every now and then when this printer gets clogged, since this one prints on 8.5 by 11 paper as well, I do use this one for cups too. Alrighty guys, let's get right into it. Start by talking about paper. So first we have our average size 8.5 by 11 paper. So this paper is compatible with both printers. Next up we have our 11 by 17, and this paper is only compatible with our 8550. And lastly we have our 13 by 19 paper, and again this one is only compatible with the 8550. When it comes to maintenance on both printers, it's the same exact thing. You need to print at least once a week to keep your colors looking super vibrant. And the other difference is that the 8550 has 6 colors, while the 2803 only carries 4. Okay, so I sent the larger transfer on the 8550 to print. While we wait for these transfers to finish printing, let's talk about the speed. One of the most common questions I get is whether one printer is faster than the other. And honestly, I feel like they're both so slow. They're so slow because of my printer settings. I select highest quality for my sublimation transfers, and so that's why I feel like it takes a little longer for them to print. The setting change makes such a huge difference in my transfers that I feel like it's worth the wait. And if you're interested in my settings for both of my converted printers, I'll be sharing those settings in a separate video. The biggest difference in between the two printers is really the print size. My most common t-shirt transfer size are 10 inches and 12 inches. I personally like to use 10-inch transfers on medium t-shirts, while on large and extra large t-shirts I like to use 12-inch transfers. Since my Epson 2803 can only print on standard size paper, the 8.5 by 11, I'm pretty limited when it comes to t-shirt transfers. The widest transfer I can usually fit is around 10 inches. Some designs fit just right, while others not so much. For example, this truck design. It works at 10 inches wide because the height is under 8.5 inches, so I can get it to fit. But when I tried to print this Auntie transfer, I couldn't get it to 10 inches wide on the 8.5 by 11 paper because the height was too tall. Here's a clip of the exact measurements so you could see what I'm talking about. So if your goal is to create t-shirt transfers, I highly recommend getting a large format sublimation printer, whether that's a converted printer or an actual sublimation printer. And when it comes to the color quality of the transfers, you can see here that the 8550 transfers do print a little brighter, but it's not too much of a difference. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know if you have any other questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more sublimation tutorials.